let's talk about Martin and Priya. I say new couple. They're in the very early stages so far, but they have been on a couple of dates in recent time, and it has been very early days. I think they've had they've got a decent chemistry. They have a nice flirty banter. It's nice to see Priya do something, and it's nice to see Martin not just be like, "Oh, Stacey, do you want to get back with me?" No. Oh, well. Guess I'll try next year.
Sonia, do you want to get back with me? Oh, no, you're a lesbian again. Oh, shit.
But yeah, what would you reckon about Martin and Priya so far?
It's like to me, it's like falling into a thorn bush and then immediately getting stung by nettles.
All right.
Because like Priya's the thorn bush, obviously, and Martin's the nettles. Because for some reason, every girl Martin dates either turns out to be a lesbian or dies, or pretend to be a lesbian. I should clarify. Stacey, remember she married Eve?
There we are. That was the joke.
So like, poor Martin, obviously, and Priya, it's not the end goal. Like, it's not the end goal. It's like me sitting on this cushion. It's not the end goal. They're just not my forever chair. So, just like that, Martin and Priya are probably the setup for not Martin and Ravi, for Priya and Ravi. And then if Annie can be a happy little girl, gets all her family around, and they can all go swat in the park. So my thoughts on Martin and Priya is just, I don't know if it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it, because I'm just imagining Martin, you pumping you remind me of Paulie. What? She's your mother? Yeah, but Paulie.
Yeah, it's I do agree. It does feel like Martin and Priya are a roadblock on the way back to Priya and Ravi, because there's a lot of unspoken tension and kind of history between the two. I think it'll be hard to do. I wouldn't mind it if they did actually allow this to build into something proper. Like, a thing would be quite cool. I feel like Ravi and Priya together will go bad, just like it had before. Like, I can't imagine Ravi actually setting down properly. I feel like he's the guy who will like start like selling more shit, or like with his like bosses again. Like, he'll do some dodgy shit. Like, but you put with Martin, who, look, I mean, all Martin's wanted to settle down since he was about 22. Like, he's been an old man for the last 50 years. And I can't imagine him. I don't know. He is a settler. Some people want a family. Martin always wants family, especially because most of his family's dead. So I look forward to it. Whatever happens, I hope the idea that eventually we get Ruby to come back with Martin's kid and obviously cause some drama. And maybe they get back together. Maybe they don't. I'd like it. I just like, honestly, I mean, this is just me being a fucking a deeply fucking a very hidden Martin stan. But I do love Martin, and I love the character, and I love what he does for the show. I love the different facets we get to see of him, and I'll take any time that Martin actually gets a proper storyline, because it feels like it's been a good couple years since he was involved with the fucking, like, it feels like his last big storyline was the Ruby stuff. It felt like before that the last big storyline was the vigilante sexy Martin stuff. Like, look, you gotta take what you can get when your character gets fuck all to do every single year. You just gotta, and that's what I'm doing with Martin. Like, we were talking about it in the Discord. I think it's fun to see Martin not, like, I love angry, annoyed Martin. But Gilby P in the Discord was saying, like, it is nice to see Martin having some fun. And it's about time. It's been about 3 years since he's had any fun. So it's always good stuff. And it's also nice to see Priya getting to do literally anything. Like, you know, she took the role of being Nisha's like sidekick for a while, but now Nisha's gone. She needs to do something else. And a character who's been criminally underused so far since she joined anyways. Like, look, it's pretty fucking good. I'm looking forward to seeing this develop as much as, like, you know, however it will. And I suppose I do wonder what people are thinking about this on the old Reddit. Someone says, I was unsure initially, but I really love their date. I really like the different side to Priya we have seen when she's been with Martin this week. I like them together. Me too. It feels like Priya's a woman who has called things like hot, sex, fit a lot. And so when Martin genuinely and sweetly called her beautiful, she seemed taken back by it in a good way. That is true. I feel like Martin's a gentleman, and I feel like Priya's not really. Priya describes her taste in men as fucking terrible. So, you know, if she met Ravi through drugs, you know, maybe he wasn't the nicest to her back in the day. You know, like maybe he wasn't exactly the best parent figure. And yeah, like I said, we've only really seen Priya like trying to have to think on her feet, and like kind of like trick people into believing in her or staying. But this is a chance to open up the character and allow it to settle down a bit more and not have to constantly have to lie and kind of bullshit away into situations that she should really just be able to have due to the fact that she's not a fucking massive prick. So yeah, there we are. That's another bit. Let's see what more people think. Martin is looking for a Stacey replacement, someone with a big mouth who can behave wildly. Ah, Jesus Christ. Alright, pipe down, motherfucker.
Pardon?
Mark my words, there'll be beef between Stacey and Priya in the coming weeks. I do like the soft side to bring out Priya though. Even if it's not a long-term thing, it'll help add depth to the character. Someone says I quite liked it too. It was all for Martin and Chelsea. Someone says not a fan of this. Rather have her back with Ravi, like Martin and Priya. Yeah, I will say, James buys Martin. He does have chemistry with all the women. Like, he does. He really does. Like, Martin's an underdog, but he's absolutely slinging brain. Like, fucking, he's, I don't know. He does just have really, I don't know. Look, Martin fucks, alright? That's what I'm saying. That's the joke here. Martin fucks. He has always fucked. He continues to fuck. And I don't know. There's just this like sexy man. He's got this like ruggish rogue kind of looks to him. Oh, I'd be weak at the knees. That's all I'm saying. Would you be weak at the knees?
James Alexander comes up to me, he starts crying. I do weak at the knees. Get with me, Piggy. Okay, Martin, I will. Like if Haley Slater come up with you, like handing you a Valentine's Day card. I made this for you. Like that's how. But James Boy Martin walks up to you, he's fucking. Oh, hey, you drop your pussy or something? Why, hey, come here, love, give me a fucking kiss.
Fucking hell. But yeah, I think, and someone adds, I think it'll be an interesting way to. No. People are kind of saying that, yeah, sure, I do think that Priya and Ravi will get together, but it'll be a good. Like, most characters who are on the show usually don't branch out from the families, and that's why when they leave, they usually leave because they never really had any, like, friends, or they never really had any relationships. If Priya just stays within the Panasars, you know, it's like Vinny. Vinny had one relationship with Vinny. Well, not Vinny. He had a relationship with himself. With Dottie, rather. And that's it. That's all he's done. He's still just stayed within his family. He doesn't really have any friends. So when he inevitably gets axed because he fucking isn't interested whatsoever, it's because they never tried to put him with anybody else outside of his immediate family. Like, there wasn't any developments, and them like giving Priya like another tie to the square, whether it be that serious or not, I think is a good way to make sure the character kind of sticks around. And I do think Priya has the makings of being like a genuine long-term character. I think the range that she's been able to show has been pretty fucking impressive. From the minimal emotional stuff she's done, it's been really fucking good. Does the comedy quite well. I like the dynamic with her and Ivani, where, you know, they are basically mates, but she's still a mum and she still calls her out on her bullshit because she would have tried it when she was a kid. Like, there's a lot of really good things to like about the character. So any of her getting fleshed out is good in my book. So yeah, what does everybody think of Martin and Priya? Tell us in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching the video. We've been watching Walford. If you want to support us, there's a bunch of links in the description. If you want to support us financially, join a community or wrestling channel, all links in the description. If you want to support the channel further, go ahead, click that fucking button. Remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe. And remember to keep watching Walford. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.